Hello, Virgo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? I'm so happy to be here. Welcome to Virgo Cockatoo Blessings. My name is Dita, and I am an illuminator, light worker who's very much focused on healing, love, and advice from spirit, as well as spiritual awakening for those of you who might be looking for some answers from spirit. Okay? I want to take this time to thank everyone for subscribing and for watching this channel and for sticking around to the long videos. I know they're long, but I feel like whatever spirit wants me to say and however long it takes, I will say it. And so I've been trying to cut them down and condense them because it takes a very long time to upload to YouTube when they're very long. But I'm just gonna do, wherever I am led from spirit, I'm gonna do. So, okay. So thank you again for being here. Let's get started. Okay. I'm gonna do the prayer of protection today for all of us. Virgo, I love you so much. If you haven't heard it today, you are lovely. You are amazing. You are enough. You are wonderful, and you are loved. Okay. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. The mind of God guides us. The life of God flows through us. The laws of God direct us. The power of God abides within us. The joy of God uplifts us, and the strength of God renews us. The beauty of God inspires us. Wherever I am, God is. All right. Let's get started. I don't have an agenda. I don't have any questions. Let's just see what spirit throws at us, okay? And that is what I'm going to tell you guys. I have my tarot here. Usually I do oracle cards, but I thought today let's just start straight with tarot and see what happens, okay? Let's get this started. Just as you guys know, I am a pre-shuffler, so I shuffle right before video, and I shuffle during video as well, just because I do believe in the power of shuffling, okay? Until spirit tells me to stop, which is what just happened, okay? So usually that happens on video a lot. All right. I am a little stuffy, so I apologize. I've been not feeling too good these past couple of days. My entire family is a little sick as well. The kids are sick, so I am trying to, just keep on with the day. So I apologize if you hear because I am very stuffy. So apologies in advance, okay? All right, spirit. Ooh, we started fast here. Virgo, you have come up on your reading already. Thank you. Okay. Spirit does have something to say right away. We have 5 cards on the table. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have Temperance. We have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the 4 of Wands. Anything else, Spirit? These cards are very big and hard to maneuver. Thank you. We also have the Page of Wands. The Knight of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. The Death card. Spirit for Virgo, all placements. Thank you. The 7 of Pentacles. For Virgo, Spirit. For Virgo. The 2 of Wands. For Virgo. for Virgo? Spirit, what else would you like to tell Virgo? 2 more cards, Spirit. Spirit, come through, please. Thank you. Perfect. The King of Cups and the 4 of Swords. And that one did come out sideways, so we're going to leave it that way. So let me take a moment to look through the cards and assemble the story. That is, for me, a very fun part here, deciphering what Spirit is trying to say. Okay, I wish I could pause it there, but I'm not using my pause video. I'm using just a regular video, so I can't do that. Okay, so right in the beginning of your reading, we have the Queen of Pentacles, plus the overall energy, all right, is the Sun. We have the Sun. The Sun is fire energy, okay, and it is what we want out of life. It is positivity, it is pleasure, it is happiness, it is being vital, being alive. It's fun, it's joy, it's warmth, it's celebration, it's success, okay? It's the phoenix rising, it's rebirth, starting again. And it is a sense of everything is okay in life, okay? And that is the overall energy of these readings. So I'm very, very excited. I myself am also a Virgo. So there are also these readings that I do are important for all of us. And right at the beginning of your reading is the Queen of Pentacles. And there you are. That's Virgo energy. Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, earth energy, okay? So this card, Queen of Pentacles, talks about being stable, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is a very resourceful person, all right? She's very homey. She's about the home. She's about, you know, I'm sure maybe you have friends that are like this, that prefer to stay home rather than go out clubbing or go out to dinner. They'll be like, why don't you just come over to my house and I'll cook for you when we watch a movie and we'll hang out and we'll talk. That's the Queen of Pentacles. She's also very resourceful, okay? She's very practical, very nurturing, all right? Very maternal, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is also very wise when it comes to money and finances. She is all about having safety and security, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is a great friend to have because they're very supportive and encouraging, okay? So right now, the Queen of Pentacles is probably giving you a precaution to avoid any misaligned investments, okay? They want to teach you. The Queen of Pentacles energy is here to teach you how to become independent and wise, okay? So that you can be stable and comfortable in your home, in your surroundings. So, and right next to the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Temperance card. So Temperance, there's an angel on the card. When I see Temperance, I think of balance, I think of harmony, I think of things being in moderation, okay? And it's very funny because I also think about patience, and it's something that I have been talking about personally with people this week, about learning to be patient, learning to not try and control every single aspect of things that are happening around you. That there are times where you don't have the answers, so that you have to surrender, you know, surrender to the divine, surrender to God, and trusting and believing that God always operates out of love and has your back. The angels have your back, okay? Your spirit guides have your back. And so instead of trying to take everything in and holding the reins, letting go of them. Okay. So temperance talks about that balance, all right, to be in a harmonious environment. That right now, I'm talking to a Virgo who is looking for her purpose. So this feels like a healing, okay, reading, all right. Definitely advice from spirit, okay. And temperance talks about avoiding any extremes, okay, in any direction. So being in the middle, taking the middle road in decision making. So in pretty much in every aspect of your life, romantic, career-wise, social-wise, home life, try to bring balance, okay? And to always go forward with patience, okay? Test the water. So don't make any definitive choices about things. Just try and test the waters right now, okay? Before jumping in too suddenly. So be very careful how you go about forward. Be very mindful. So don't just, decide on one thing and, right? Usually the advice that we get is pick something and go for it full blown. And this is not what temperance is saying. Temperance is saying have a balance. Pick 2 or 3 things. Test the waters. So whatever it's talking about, whether it be, let's talk, maybe we're talking about Virgo singles right now, for example, that are dating. Okay, don't just jump to the first person that you see and you say, okay, that's it, great, moving on, right? No, take dating casually, okay? For those that are divorced or returning to the dating scene, be casual about it. Don't be, I'm on the lookout for getting married, okay? No, because we don't really know. Energies are so fluctuating, they change. And you don't really know. You could be dating somebody and you think this is the one, and then they turn around and say, you know what, I met someone else, and I think they're the one, and then you're left hanging, right? So I'm not saying go be promiscuous. No, I'm not saying that. But definitely, test your waters for sure. That's what this card is saying. Now, temperance is Sagittarius energy, okay? It's fire energy. And there's an angel, so I always feel like it's an angel. It's divine intervention, divine timing, okay? So really just be sensible, be open, unless, the difference here is I'm talking to Virgo singles, but if you are in a relationship already, okay, or a committed relationship, not dating, but a committed relationship where 2 people are on the same page, okay? That's where you come in. Don't create expectations, okay? This is something in relationships that I myself have learned, because I have come in with expectations, and then when those expectations are not met, you end up disappointed, okay? So there's a difference between having requirements in a relationship and expectations. We don't want to have expectations, but we do have requirements. So, for example, I'm going to be extreme and say, I need loyalty in a relationship. That's not an expectation. That's a requirement. I don't want to say that word, but it's very easy. See, I was just about to say it. You require loyalty. You require communication. And if that person is not willing to give it to you, then that's not good for you, right? That is not a relationship you want to be in. But let's say that you say, I expect you to do this and that and that and that. And this person is like, oh, you expect that, but it's not necessarily something I have to do. You see what I mean? So that expectation is almost controlling as well, right? Because you're telling the other person how to be. No, when you come in knowing exactly what you want in a relationship and you have your requirements, for example, I can use an example. I'm not the dating kind of person. I don't date around. I don't like to spread my energy everywhere. So when I meet one person, it's not that I'm just putting all my eggs in one basket. It's just that I am giving this person a chance for me to see if this is going to work out. It's not like I'm jumping into a relationship, but I'm not the date around kind of person. See, but that's how I am. All right. Now, I'm not judging and I'm not saying other people should be like me or anything like that. That was just an example. My requirement is that if I'm giving you that, then it's kind of like, well, are you going to do that? I mean, I'm not expecting that from them, but it is a requirement if you're going to date me. See what I mean? So, and because I know what I want, I know what I'm looking for, and I don't want to waste time, right? So that's me, right? That's just the core of who I am and the requirements that I have. So that's what temperance is talking about here. So having a balance, to be harmonious in things and to have things in moderation, right? To be patient, to be sensible, and to find the meaning, so just to be careful, to tread the waters carefully. So right next to temperance, we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, so Ten of Swords talks about, the swords are about actions. Okay, so there is a lack of, in the reverse, action. Okay, but it's the Ten of Swords talks about, okay, you've gone through a very difficult time, all right? And it is now time to recover. It is now time for a new start, okay? Things cannot get worse. So the Ten of Swords upright is a very painful ending, okay? That you've hit rock bottom. That's it. You've gone through a lot of pain and suffering. And in the reverse, it's now time to regenerate, to heal, all right? This time of pain is over. Leave it in the past. It's now time. It's pretty much like an ace card. It's just the Ten of Swords in the reverse. You're just not at the ace yet. You have to do the work. You have to regenerate. You have to heal. Don't resist the healing process. Now you've hit the bottom. Now all you can do is just go up. It was an inevitable end. So whether it was in a relationship or in a career, you're leaving a career, you're starting again, all right? You've learned the lessons. You've gone through the painful ending, all right? And now it's time to heal the wounds. You've had betrayal, you've had loss, you've had crisis, you've had failure, and it was a complete collapse. But now you have to take all of that, and I've said this illustration before, put it all in a ball and release it, and start it. Now it's the time for forgiveness. Now it's the time for recovery, okay? Because once you start that process is when things start to look up for you. Don't stay in that energy. That's what a lot of people do. They stay in that energy, and all of that pain just consumes them, and they get lost. And we don't want that. We need you to take a deep breath, take a bath, go for a walk, and tell yourself, okay, it cannot get any worse. Okay, I need to recover. This is the time for regeneration, for healing. That was an end. Okay, I'm not going to get stuck in that energy anymore. I have learned my lessons. Get yourself a journal. Okay, write it all down. the lessons that learned, the things that you went through, and then write what you want. What do you want to manifest? What do you want from your life now that you're starting over? Okay? The next card is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is what you're going to become once you have done the work. All right? The Queen of Cups is about finally, once the healing has taken place, because what happens to people when they hit rock bottom is they get hard, right? They become guarded because they don't do the healing. They don't forgive. So the next person that they meet kind of pays for the pain that was caused on this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, remember, this is energy, so I'm talking to both my kings and queens here. And it's not fair to that person that's coming in, right? Because they want to get to know you, but here you are in this guarded and in this guarded position, and you're not allowing anybody in because you're still dwelling in the past pain. No, it's not fair to the new person. So universe is asking you to do this forgiving and this healing so that you can allow the abundance to come in, the gifts that you deserve to come in. Okay? And once you've done the work, you will be in the Queen of Cups energy. And that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, water. And you will become compassionate. You will become nurturing. You yourself will be healing to people, okay? Because you have forgiven and you are now emotionally stable, all right? And when you are in that cool, calm, and collected stage is where your intuition just explodes, all right? And that's, as a Virgo, which we are very intuitive, sun star sign, sorry. I'm looking at the sun here and I'm very happy. 222 on the clock when I said that. As a star sign, Virgos are very intuitive, okay? But if you are in a Ten of Swords energy, that intuition is non-existent because you're not trusting yourself, right? So, and then with that, the Queen of Cups is a very sensitive individual and a very attuned to themselves, okay, and to the emotional needs of not only yourself but others, okay? This is when you become spiritual. You're open to spirituality, okay? And you are moved by the tragedy that is around you. All right. You are also moved by the beauty of life. You begin to see how life is so beautiful. When you were in the Ten of Swords energy, you couldn't see that. All you could see was despair, pain, loss. All you can be was in an energy of crisis. And you can't see how beautiful life really is. Okay? The Ten of Swords energy is about being angry all the time, okay, and impatient, all right? And the Queen of Cups is the exact opposite. The Queen of Cups never reacts with impatience or anger, all right? They're always having a kind word for everyone. So this is the kind of energy, once you do the work, once you do the healing, you will be in, okay? And being in this energy, okay, according to this, you are divinely protected. The divine has seen the things that you've gone through, okay, and are now rewarding you. They want you to know that you must have forgiveness in your heart. You need to let go of all the pain that people have caused you. Because think about it. let's say, you know, or that you have caused as well, because you also need to forgive yourself. You also need to do the work and go inward and see, because it's not 100% other people's fault either. You also had something to contribute. If you can't see that, then you haven't done the work. Nothing, there's where the balance comes in. It is 50-50. Blame 50% on other people, and then look into yourself to see how you contributed to it as well. And you do the work, okay? You do the work. For example, for me, I was a pushover. I wanted to please everybody, you know, and that is not a balance, because I lost myself in the process. And so I contributed to that. I did. I knowingly did that, thinking that if I pleased everybody, that would make me happy. But it ended up putting me in a Ten of Swords kind of situation. All right. So the goal is to be in the Queen of Cups celebration. In the Queen of Cups energy. And being in this energy, as the next card says, the Four of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, fire energy, okay? The Four of Wands talks about celebration, joy, okay? Parties, you know? It talks about returning home and being with the people, places that are most familiar with you, all right? And this is very soul enriching. This is your soul being at its highest frequency, right? Okay? Because there's harmony. It's about reunion with people that you do love, that are in your highest good, that are supporting you in your highest good. Because Spirit is very good about isolating its chosen ones, okay? So that they can stay in hermit energy, as Virgos love to do, and think about the next steps that are being taken, whether it is in your healing recovery, or planning for the future. Whatever the case is, you have now something to celebrate about, okay? This is a good time to work on renovating or redecorating your homes, okay? This is a time to soak up the bliss and appreciate the good things in life, okay? So yes, this is the time where you rejoice, and I talk about soulmates, I talk about twin flames, but a lot of people don't talk about counterparts. That's what your goal is. Not to find your twin flame. I mean, yes, the twin flame, as beautiful as the experience and as painful as the experience is, and it is a spiritual awakening, I'm not sure what the percentage is, but I heard someone, I haven't done the research, but I heard someone say 95% of people don't end up with their twin flames. There is a purpose to it. It begins your spiritual awakening, but that doesn't mean that you're going to end up with that person, okay? So when I talk about counterparts, when you are in the Queen of Cups energy, is when your counterpart comes in. This is when the Spirit says, there you go. This is what you need. And they must be in their Queen of Cups energy. And that is true love. There you found your counterpart, the person you will marry. And the Four of Wands talks about marriage. Okay, the Four of Wands talks about being around family and friends, being about weddings. Okay, and just having the freedom to be creative. Wands are, there's a lot of wands, okay, and wands is about emotional. And I'm glad that there was a sword, because swords are about taking action, because between emotions and thinking, thoughts about ideas, events, is where that combination of those two, wands and cups, is what makes the swords, what makes the actions occur, okay? So, that's the Four of Wands. And the next one, we have the Page of Wands. Also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, fire. Okay, so the Page of Wands is inspiration, ideas, discovery. Okay, it is having limitless potential. It's the world pretty much at your feet, having an amazing free spirit. Okay, it's a page is a child. Okay, a page is a young kid, an active kid. So you're feeling like a kid again. You know, when we are young, we have this energy of we can do anything, right? And it's a beautiful energy, and it gets lost with the trials and tribulations of life. But being in the Queen of Cups energy, and by the way, it's like right at the center of my reading, which I very much focus on, right? And actually the Ten of Swords is these two right here, okay, is pretty much what we're talking about. Well, the energy that you want to be in, right? So the Page of Wands, you're feeling like a kid again. You're thinking about, you know, a new career. You have an idea, or maybe you're thinking about going back to school or starting a new project, okay? But you are inspired, okay? A page is also about news, so you might be receiving some very good news, really exciting news, that might lead to your freedom, okay? You might be getting some information that's gonna just make you extremely happy, okay? So this is you embarking on something new, okay? You might not have a plan in place yet, or know, okay, where you're headed, but you have an idea. So it's the time now to activate that creative restlessness, okay, and to put some energy into plotting out your journey, okay, before jumping in. So the Page of Wands talks about maybe finding a mentor, right? Somebody that can help you get started, okay? And that's where Temperance comes in. There's your balance. So don't just sit in Page of Wands energy just thinking. No, because that's not balancing, right? That's just because it's going to become overwhelming, you know? But also says tread your waters carefully. Be careful. That's why planning is important. You know, write things down is important. All right? So here on the next position, on the next road is the Knight of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. All right. Couple of things. Either this is someone new, okay? You're Princess Charming, okay? This is a romantic proposal is coming in, okay? Now remember what I told you about being in the Queen of Cups energy. We want to be in that energy so that we have the true counterpart coming in, okay? So Spirit is telling you, you have a Knight of Cups coming in, all right? There is a romantic proposal on the way, and this person is charming. This person is creative, very romantic, okay? I like the Knight. I love the King of Cups. That's and that is in your energy too, and we'll talk about it in a bit. But the second line starts with in the first position, the Knight of Cups, okay? So this person talks, it's your knight in shining armor, all right? It's your princess in shining armor. You might have options, okay? You might have many knights coming in, many proposals. And you know why, right? Because you're in the energy of being in touch with your emotions, and you have no qualms with listening to your heart, right? So you you listen to your heart and not your head, heart over head energy. But be sure, again, Temperance, very much so, be sure to keep things in check. Everything needs balance. Okay, so this card is a person or message may be arriving soon, as the Knight often brings gifts. Okay, so of their suit. So the Cups, what is the Cups? Emotion, responding to love. okay? Doing the work inward, healing the inner child. And that's going to determine what actions are going to be taken, okay? The next card is the death card, and this makes so much sense to me. So there are things that might be hanging, okay, in your life. You've done the work, you've turned around those 10 of swords, you're in this celebratory idea kind of phase, but there are still some things that need to be cut off, all right? Or some people, okay? Endings, all right? Death card is not a bad thing. It does not necessarily, in this reading, yes, it could be somebody might die, but not in this reading. This reading is very much so on ending things that are no longer supporting you, that are not of your highest good, okay? A loveless marriage, for example. It's probably time to separate, to have that conversation, and do so. There's no need for fighting or arguing. You just sit down calmly and say, this is the end. I wish things would have been different, but we are no longer growing. We are stagnant. We are stuck. It's not going anywhere. We're no longer working together. Whatever the case is, okay? If it's an affair or a betrayal, well, it's the same. As much as it is painful, but you've already gone through this. So this Virgo I'm speaking to already knows what the deal is, okay? And knows that there is something that's hanging, okay? There's something that's pending. So this is it. It's death. So it's death of the old, so that the ace can come in, so that the fresh beginnings can come in, okay? It's time now to let go of things of those cycles. Let go of those cycles. It is now the time of transformation. This is the time of transitioning. Virgo, you are a butterfly. And if you see a butterfly, it'll be confirmation of this reading. It is a metamorphosis into the beautiful butterfly that you are becoming, because you're almost there. You're at the last stages of that cocoon opening. There are still some things that are hanging, okay? This is Scorpio energy, water energy, and Pluto, all right? This is the time of new beginnings for you. So the more you let go of that no longer serves you, the more abundance you come in. That's the secret. That's it. Okay? Because once you start to do the work, your vibrancy, your frequency raises. And you need to be at high frequency to get all your abundance. Okay? Most of us are taught in life, coming from broken families, coming from situations where there's always darkness around, there's always sadness around. And we are taught from very early on to remain in that energy because that's what life gave us. That's the ticket we were dealt. But you can turn it around. You can learn to not be in that energy. Because it's not always going to be roses, right? But that's when it is not roses, is when you need to be even more focused, even more fabulous, even more freaking fierce. I mean, I can't lie. It's right there for you. Okay? I bought that for myself to remind myself that. Okay? And that's where the next card comes in, the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles talks about now it's time. You did the hard work, or you're going to start working now. Okay, now you have a long-term view. It's time to start looking at the big picture. All right. Again, patience comes up a lot. It's now time for the hard work. There might be a bit of delay seeing the success because it's not going to be immediate, but it's in the near future. Okay? It's in the near future. You start to persevere. You start to have forethought. okay? Planning, writing down the things and making them happen, actually acting out on your plans, you will see results. You're going to see sustainable results, okay? You're going to see the value of what hard work is and investing towards your long-term goals, right? You're not going to be, there is no quick wins here, all right? There is none. So the Seven of Pentacles is telling you to look at the bigger picture. Don't focus so much on the right now. The right now, though, let me rephrase that. Not to focus on the right now, but to have an overall long-term view so that you know where you're going to start now and work hard towards that long-term view. Okay, I actually got that out. All right. Maybe time to start thinking about investments if there's something that you're not familiar with. Okay. So look at the bigger picture, right? You may be frustrated that some things are taking too long to come to fruition, but your efforts are not going to go unrewarded. Just be patient. Right? Patience. I mean, I see a lot of patience here. Definitely. There's definitely a lot of patience. Okay. And the next card that I have here is the Two of Wands. And again, the Two of Wands is about waiting for the results. Okay. Making the choice. Finally making the choice. You working hard. Okay. You've been hit with that spark of inspiration, all right? And now you got to figure out how to turn that fire into action. So now you have the fire. Now it's time to do it. So you got to make sure to lay the groundwork, right, before blasting forward so that you don't stumble over your own feet. And let your intuition guide you. So it's time for that, to make progress. Perhaps you're going to take a trip as well, okay? They might have some travel plans, and that's going to lead to a lot of happiness, okay? You're going to see your goals and the reward that your goals and your hard work and your planning, and you're going to see your progress increase, okay? The Two of Wands is about having foresight, okay? About your future. You are looking into the future, all right? And there could be a reconciliation as well, okay, with someone. It's funny because the next card is the King of Cups. So we started this reading with the Knight of Cups. So and now we have the King of Cups, and that is your counterpart, okay? That is telling you so two things here: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Two things here. This is your counterpart coming in because you've done the work. Your heart is not guarded, it's open. You have surrendered to the divine, and the things that you can do and the plans that you can put into action have been put into action. And here comes your King of Cups. Okay, this is an emotionally balanced person, a very compassionate person, okay, very diplomatic. A King of Cups is a great parent, okay, very tolerant, extremely empathic, very understanding, okay, very supportive. This person is a leader, all right, and they're very sensitive as well, very sensitive leader, okay? So you will be receiving your counterpart. This is a divine couple right here. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. All right? But you got to be in this energy to receive this counterpart. All right? And if it also can be for you, Virgo, you're finally going to use your emotions and impulses wisely, okay? And you're going to have rewards from that, You know, again, this is about patience and balance. All right, you balance your wants with the desires of others, and you show that you are the sensitive leader that everyone needs. Be mature with and negative energies, because you're going to have, especially when you're in this energy here. Okay, this is where the darkness comes in, because you are of the light. You are shining at this moment. You are growing, and the dark is going to come in the outskirts. Okay, we'll see all this here. They're going to come crawling in. They are going to come crawling in. All right, and they're going to be trying to steal this from you. So it's very important that when you have negative energies, to act maturely. Remember to be the mature one. All right, and be in that King of Cups energy. All right, so this is a beautiful reading. We have the Four of Swords here. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and it came sideways. To be honest, I don't usually read sideways, okay? But it was very obvious when the card came out and it landed sideways. So take it as it resonates, though. I think that this will resonate with everyone. This is a reading that is advice. This is advice from Spirit reading. I'm not surprised because I did leave it to chance here, right? So, and didn't ask any specific questions, just what advice the Spirit has for us. And this is in advice reading. So the last card here is very important. It's almost like a self-love. This is a self-love card, all right? Plenty of retreat, rest. Use time for renewal. It's time to be in solitude, time to recover, okay? Go into meditation. Maybe this is the time to take up meditation, yoga, okay? So that you can, because in meditation and yoga, the answers will come to you. Your mind is so clear and so focused and relaxed, right? That's when the answers come to you, all right? To be in deep contemplation. This is the time for recuperation and for planning for the future, all right? Because this is what's in your future. The sun, the sun, the sun. And that's what we want. We want the sun. We deserve the sun. We deserve happiness and pleasure and to be positive and joy and fun. It's coming. It's fire. It's passion. And it's here. Okay? It's here. And do the this is in this time of renewal when you plan for your future. Okay? So I believe it came sideways because it's kind of repetitive to what I've been saying before, but it's almost like an oomph, right? An extra. Please do the work. Please do the self-love, and do the contemplation. Do the planning for the future, because it is in your hands. So kick back, relax. You're just emerged from battle, okay? And or maybe you've been putting in too many hours at work, okay? But and you're overdoing it, and you need to take a breather, okay? So Spirit is saying, stop, take a breather, stop the overworking, because this is a period of rest, okay? Which will allow you to reemerge with renewed strength and focus, okay? So this is for some Virgos, all right? Not all. Some of them have to put in the work. So this is like an extra for those overworked Virgos. Some of us have to do something about it, and some of us have done too much about it. Again, a balance, all right? So let me, what an amazing advice from Spirit. Okay, this is, and I know I can just hear some of you saying, yeah, really easy to say, very hard to do. Well, nothing in life, I'm sorry, but nothing in life is easy. Okay? And there are people who have it easy, but are not emotionally satisfied. And there are people who have had it very hard and are emotionally satisfied, because we learned from that. We learned from the pain. We learn lessons. We learn what not to do again. You know, the definition of insanity is repeating things the same way and expecting a different outcome, right? That's insane. That's not going to happen. You have to change your ways, and sometimes you have to take risks. Sometimes you have to take leaps of faith, and sometimes you have to do things differently in order to get a different result than the one you've been receiving, you know? So death is standing out for me here, and yeah, it's time. Okay, Spirit, for Virgo, one card here. These are such beautiful cards, and I wanted to share. Thank you, Thank you, Spirit, for Virgo. Okay, it says nourish yourself. So again, here, Four of Swords energy. All right, and can you see? Let me put it up close. There we go. It is a rabbit. Okay, two rabbits in a garden. Newly planted seeds and are sprouting and growing. Okay, and it says, have you been using food to numb rather than nourish? Be honest. If so, break that pattern today. Show yourselves that you care by choosing healthy, wholesome foods made with love. Eat your veggies, make a green juice, and toast to your longevity. Cheers. Okay, so this is again a self-love. Take care of your body. Take care of your, spirituality takes care of your soul. But you take care of the shell that you're in. You take care of the shell that your soul is in. Okay, you eat well, have your smoothies, exercise. Again, go into meditation and yoga. Very good, very easy on the body. You don't have to go on a cardio run for an hour. You can do 15-20 minutes a day. Okay, you find yourself just laying in bed doing nothing, and you need that. Okay, because we do have to recuperate and regenerate. Great, but not all the time. Have a balance. Put in the yoga time. Put in the exercise time. However, whatever you need to do to self-love, to self-care. All right. So thank you again for sticking around this very long, very long video. But I am grateful that you are here and that you're listening to the messages that Spirit is sending. And I love you guys all. Thank you again for sticking around and for loving my channel. And write in the comments your story. I'm sure there are many stories here, and I would love to hear them. So make sure to like, because I can tug at your energy. Okay, I can feel the energy, and I can create a story here. Okay, so, and tell you, what Spirit wants you to know. Thank you again so much, and welcome again to Virgo Cockatoo Blessings. My name is Dita, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, afternoon. Ciao, ciao.